So I watched Ant-Man QuantuMania, Ant-Man and Wasp QuantuMania. So it's not really Ant-Man 1, 2, or 3. Like it's not even part of that. It's not even Ant-Man and Wasp like 1, 2, 3. It's a whole thing. It's not even. I can't really call it Ant-Man 3, but I can say it is the first of the Kang, the Kang mythos. So with that, I think Jonathan Majors was amazing. He was Marlon Brando in Shark Boy and Lava Girl, basically. Jonathan Majors was basically, at worst, if you hated the movie, or if you will hate it, Ant-Man and Wasp QuantuMania, just to say, like, Jonathan Majors' performance was so good, he made a lot of other guys look bad. Like, if you were average, I mean, look, if you were the average actors in the Ant-Man 3, you're like, oh, it's a bad performance, But, girl played Cassie's daughter, Kaylee. So basically, I'm trying to tell you that Jonathan Majors was so good, he made a lot of people look bad in the movie. So don't be like too stressed over about it, performances and things like that, because we saw one of the best performances of all time. I said after Angela Bassett performed in Black Panther 2, she deserves an Academy Award. I kind of think that as it's not an Oscar movie, but the performance itself, I'd say this. I say Jonathan Majors deserves to be nominated at the very least for an Oscar next year for his performance and Ant-Man Wasp QuantuMania, or it carries over, for Best Supporting, or it carries over into Creed 3. That's how great it was. So for me, it was like a Fantastic Four story. It's a little goofy and all that stuff like that. At the same time, I really feel like it has potential. So the writing itself, Jeff Loveness did pretty well. I know him. It's pretty good for Rick and Morty. The other guy who wrote Rick and Morty also made Doctor Strange 2. But it's a good little start. So the Kangs, 8.25 out of 10. I think if they keep just the element, if Destin Daniel Creighton directed Shang-Chi does for Wenwu, does for Kang what he did for Wenwu and Shang-Chi, I think it's going to be a perfect movie. I think it's going to be amazing. So I'm saying it because he took it seriously. He understood the assignment. When I tell you, Jonathan Majors understood the assignment. He took it seriously every single scene. Comedic character like Mono came in. He's like, don't talk while I'm talking. So it's just like he took it seriously. He took the character very seriously. So this version of King will be back. So yeah, great stuff.